It is raining like a love scene from The Notebook. With the man, who was in it again? I remember Ryan Gosling. What was the chick's name though? Yo, when people say things like don't take yourself too seriously, the honest intention behind this is to prevent burnout. You know what I mean? You don't want to prevent burnout. And it's raining pretty hard, so I might sound a little more animated than usual because, like I said, hold on, let me see if I can show you now again. So don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be as hard on yourself as this rain is. You dig? But also, so that you can prevent burnout, you don't want to get burnt out doing what you do. Because once you get burned out, you can get a temporary loss of love for what it is you do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it's raining so hard. Even if I wasn't going nowhere, I'll buckle in. It's just that slippery out here. Even if I'm literally not going anywhere, I would still have the seatbelt on. It's really raining that hard. I know. So what? I'm silly. Be silly. All right, let's make sure I don't run nobody over while I'm talking to y'all. Ain't nobody gonna be out in this anyway, but just in case. You know what I mean? It's a diverse neighborhood. We got a few nationalities out here who could really, walk out in this. They'd be on the phone smoking. Nope, they're not even aggravated. Be drenched though, but be fine. Yeah, straight like that. It might only be like a few neighbors, and they might fit into a certain category that. You know what I mean? They might have like certain impairments and things like that. But they're still, just as important, if not more important than the average person because of their limitations. But again, now the other side of don't be so hard on yourself is sometimes people low-key trying to stop your thunder, man. Because when you in sometimes a codependent reality, a codependent situation, where it's like, I need to get to this, but in order to do that, I need to sit right here. Or before I do that, I gotta get everything cleared out with this person, or I gotta pass this particular stage of my life, so I don't be under the thumb of such and such. Yeah, let me stop right there. Pardon the sudden stop. Yeah, right in this rain that I'm showing you, somebody came by doing like maybe about 40, 45 miles an hour, which is really like doing 100 in this. You tell me where the visibility is at. Now, I just pulled out after the car. The car is already more than a quarter mile ahead of me. You think he not gonna fishtail? I can see in this, even though there's zero visibility. I drive off instinct too. And I don't speed. It's kind of fly, actually. I like a good rainstorm. And God never shortchanged me. Anytime I might have a stretch of my life where I'm like, man, I missed the rain. On my birthday, week of my birthday, leading up to it, last year on the day of, I get these right here, these thunderstorms. I love them. Now, I don't know, I won't stand out there really and get soaked all like that, but, unless this storm would have happened the other day when it was like 95 out here, now I probably would have stood out in this for a second, like, yo, man, you know what I mean? Because, yeah, I would have did that. But sometimes, getting back to it, sometimes you on point and sometimes you too close to the goal. So sometimes people want to throw you off by telling you, oh, man, you going too hard, man. It ain't that serious. Well, when it's about your survival, it is that serious. When life seems to be doing this, it is that serious. Now, if you're just having fun with it, of course, it's not that serious. But, if you're trying to really do something with this thing, or whatever you're trying to do, I would recommend take yourself as seriously as possible. As far as burnout, don't judge yourself for being too serious about your life, for being too serious about handling your business. for being too serious about deciding what you want to do in life and doing that, not necessarily doing what you have to do as much as what you know you got to do. What we have to do, is make money and barter and trade goods for services for survivability. That's what we have to do. But to get it our way, with no strings attached, so that after 50, 60 years of work, all of that hard work doesn't lead to barely a year's salary in the savings account, and I'm overshooting it by at least 4 digits when it comes to certain demographics, unfortunately. Or certain mentalities, unfortunately, because it's not so much demographic. You got, any race can be irresponsible with resources. And while they want to be super serious with everybody else, they know deep down inside they're a joke. So that projection of overprotection, overcare, over being a control freak, that has everything to do with a person who is kidding themselves, who is really fooling themselves. And so the lack of seriousness that they have for their own life, they want to push that on somebody else's life. So don't, always understand the wizardry behind wordplay. When somebody says, don't be too hard on yourself. You could go ahead and act like you agree with them, or you could be like, nah, I'm trying to build a legacy. I got to take myself more seriously than usual, if it comes down to that. So again, it's Super T Sigma Programming. And thank you for your time and attention. Continue to vibrate high. Namaste. Just know yourself for yourself. Peace.